to see for the first time, certainly in my lifetime, civil rights moving backwards, people having rights and losing them. And I think it really shook us out of the temptation to complacency, and I think lent a greater sense of urgency to our work here in Vermont, because we felt, and I still feel, that the path to undoing Prop 8 really ran right through Vermont. And we're hopeful that in addition to providing equal rights for gay and lesbian and bisexual and transgender Vermonters right here at home, we're hopeful that we've done our part to try to shift the tide back in the right direction on a national basis.
Bill Lippert, you were once the only openly gay House rep in Vermont. Now you are among a number. How did that change things for you and for the Vermont legislature? In a moment after break, we're going to talk to a 12-year-old girl who testified on behalf of her lesbian parents, talking about what a difference it would make if they could marry. But it's the personal experience of gay reps speaking on the floor of the House, I think, that clearly made a huge difference to your colleagues, whether they're straight or gay, whether they were for gay marriage or not.
Yes, in 2000, I was the only openly gay member of the General Assembly, and for a while it seemed like that was part of my name, after having had the opportunity, really, to speak and put a face in the debate of our gay community and to talk about the truth of our gay community and the goodness of our gay community. That was hugely important for me. I was also the vice chair of the House Judiciary Committee at that time in 2000. But in 2009, to have 4 other colleagues who have run for office, a number of them, frankly, motivated through the Freedom to Marry movement, to have them be colleagues working on the Healthcare Committee, working on the Ways and Means Committee, working on a prior colleague working on the Natural Resources Committee as the chair. It really broadens the face of our community for colleagues as well as for the public. And the powerful testimony, the powerful statements on the floor during the debate were emotional and, I think, deeply touched many of our colleagues. I had the opportunity to be the chair of the Judiciary Committee and have a different role this time in presenting the bill and defending the bill on the floor. It was wonderful to share the spotlight, if you will, of our community in the body of the legislature with my colleagues who are also gay and lesbian.
And Bill O'Reilly of Fox, what role did he play? Can you talk about his attacks on you, Bill Lippert?
Well, his attacks were prompted in part by work that I've done over the years around sex offender issues as well. But frankly, I felt that I was further targeted as a gay legislator, an openly gay legislator. I don't really think his role, he played a role in the victory we're celebrating today, to be quite honest, other than that when I was sponsoring a transgender non-discrimination bill, which our community also strongly supported, he took the occasion to use that as an avenue of attack on me personally because of my advocacy around some sex offender issues as well. I think he just demonstrated what a demagogue he is, quite frankly. And I think many of my colleagues rallied to my support. But I think I don't really think he's played a role in this achievement we have today. I think it's really the result of the grassroots effort across Vermont by Freedom to Marry and the 10-year conversation, the more than 10-year conversation, the 15-year conversation that Vermonters have had about the importance of full marriage equality for Vermonters and for all gay and lesbian couples.
Finally, Bill Lippert, can you talk about what this vote means for gay marriage overall in this country? And Beth, maybe you also can chime in here.
I think, as Beth indicated earlier, I feel strongly that we have given a new impetus to the movement to full equality, marriage equality. I'll just share personally that my brother and his partner of 25 years went to California last summer to get married. I would have loved to have them come to Vermont to be married. And I think so many couples all across the country are looking to what we're doing here in Vermont right now. It's offering inspiration and hope and possibility and new drive to find marriage equality in other parts of the country as well. I'm hearing from friends and gay friends as well as straight friends all across the country how inspired they are. And that touches me, and it makes our work even that more meaningful.
I think it's also significant to have done this through the legislative process. I think courts are important, and I absolutely think it's appropriate that we go to courts to vindicate our constitutional rights. But I think where we can engage in the legislative process, there's value in doing that, and Vermont is a place where we can do that. And I hope that this gives more energy to the efforts in Maine and New Hampshire and Rhode Island and New York and New Jersey and some other places that are looking at legislative avenues here.
I want to thank you both for being with us. Bill Lippert, Vermont State Legislator, Chair of the Vermont House Judiciary Committee, longtime gay rights activist. Also, Beth Robinson. Beth Robinson has been working on this issue for years, a lawyer and board chair of the Vermont Freedom to Marry Task Force and Action Committee. When we come back from break, we'll be joined by a 12-year-old girl who testified before the Vermont Legislature and affected many. Stay with us.